it is our favorite time of the year and our favorite, I guess, festival time. It was the very first day of the Festival of the Holidays, which is my absolute favorite festival. I love all the Christmas trees, I love all the shows, which they've now fully brought back. So we saw this all set up, and we were super excited to see it. And we're definitely going to be going around and getting Santas around the world finally, because my brother keeps complaining that we haven't. But what we are all here for, the 2021 Olaf's Expedition Scavenger Hunt. So, much like every other year, we're going to go around to all the countries. There's a new one this year, American Garden Theater, which isn't a country. It's the theater in the America Pavilion. And as always, we have all the stickers on the back with the explanation of the different stickers and how they affect the holidays. So, let's get going. And our first stop is Mexico. So we have made it to Mexico, and we're really hoping it's outside. We don't like going in the pyramid. And of course, luckily enough, we spot it, and it is outside. And let's see what Olaf has. And it looks like he has a bunch of flowers, or poinsettias. So we find our poinsettias sticker, and we're going to put it onto Mexico. And of course, next up is Norway. So we got to Norway, and we go over to where Anna and Elsa have their meet and greets. And down by a little staircase down below, we see Olaf. And of course, he's with a little straw figure that looks kind of like a horse. So we find it on the back, and we're going to put it on Norway. And next up is China. So in China, we wandered around for a while. We struggled to find him. If you go next to the House of Good Fortune, he is right in this little hidden garden area, and he has lanterns for the New Year, Chinese New Year. So we found our lanterns, and I'm going to struggle getting the sticker off first. And we are going to put it onto China. And then of course, next up is going to be Germany. So, we have made it into Germany, and this year it wasn't up high, it was in a window, so it's kind of hard to see with the reflection, but he is holding candy canes. So we found the candy canes on the back, of course, and we put it on Germany, and next up we are going to be going to Italy. So in Italy, we always have a tendency to struggle with this one a little bit. We walked all the way into the back, and then we noticed him on the brand new gelato place. So, we found him, and we're pretty sure that he is holding panetta, a form of fruitcake. So we found it, and we're going to put it onto the Italy spot. And then next up is going to be the American Gardens Theater, which is where they're doing all the candlelight processional shows. So clearly, we could see them from where we were standing for Italy. So if you walk over, he's right on top of the sign, nice and obvious, and he is holding sheet music. So we flipped over our scavenger hunt, and we found the sheet music, and we're going to put him on the American Gardens Theater. So next up is the American Pavilion, which he is over by the giant Christmas tree. He can be hard to find if there are people sitting around the Christmas tree, but he is holding the Kwanzaa candles, and we found it, and we are going to put it onto the scavenger hunt. And next up, our favorite, Japan. One of these days, I'm going to time us to see how long we spend in Japan looking for the scavenger hunt, but he was over by the front, yet again, behind where people were sitting, but he has a form of mochi. So we found it, and we are going to put it onto our scavenger hunt on Japan. And next up is going to be Morocco. So we wander off into Morocco, and for once Alex spotted pretty quick. And we are more than certain that this time Olaf has olives. So we found the olive sticker and we stuck it on Morocco. And then the next place, which I always love that they have this, is L'Chaim. So he is, of course, on top of the L'Chaim food booth. And he, of course, has dreidels, which I always think's really, I don't know, I just like the food booth. I think it's adorable. And then next up is France, and we found him off to the side over in the garden, and he has Yule logs. Some of these are, depending on how close you can get to him, are hard to see. But so he has Yule logs. So we took that and we put that onto the France Pavilion. And of course, next up we're going to the United Kingdom. So on our walk over, I thought that I spotted it up somewhere high. And we really lucked out because it was in the same general vicinity. But as you can tell, it was much easier to see and get to than where I thought it was. And they actually have live entertainment here right now, but he has firecrackers. Not like firecrackers like fireworks, but firecrackers, and there's like candy and stuff inside, which is pretty cool. But finally, we're off to Canada, and of course we went up the stairs, and Alex looks over and sees him. So we're going over by Le Cellar, and very far in the distance, you can see an Olaf. But what does that Olaf have, you ask? He has gingerbread men, which are quite hard to see. It was kind of easy to tell because it was our last sticker, so we did luck out in that aspect. But of course, now our favorite part, to go redeem our prizes at the same place as always, port of entry. So, the prizes. It's going to be a whole discussion. We're very disappointed. This is just generic stuff they have. There's not anything special for the holidays yet. We were here first day, opening day.
So thanks so much for watching. As you can tell, we had another blast for another year of the Scavenger Hunt. And no, this isn't the same one. Ashley has 2021s, I have 2020s, and you can't tell, they look very eerily familiar design-wise, which I'm not so much of a fan of. I usually like it when they swap it up. And locations, some of them are the same, some of them are a little different. There were, I feel like one of the American locations, so right in front of where the stage is, that was a new location for this year that I don't remember.
The American Garden Theater.
Yes, I don't remember that being there last year.
No, it was not.
So that is one new thing, but aside from that, same concept, same statues, which I can kind of understand, but I'm hoping they swap it up next year. Maybe back to Chip and Dale, hopefully something different. We did enjoy when they were Chip and Dale inside of the wreaths. That was fun.
That was cute, and it was very hard.
It was difficult as well, but
very hard.
It is nice because it's tough because sometimes we don't like having to go inside the gift shops or going inside buildings because sometimes
we do not like going inside
it's a lot harder to find the things, but it is also a good challenge.
Unless you're in Japan, then it's just always
unless
hard.
you're in Japan, then it's just difficult for us. It was very obvious.
It's our struggle country.
Yes. This year it was very obvious where it was, but we walked by it because multiple people.
We walked by it like 5 times.
Well, it's because people were sitting outside of it, so we just walked by it. Because, but I don't believe it. It's tough when they put it in areas where people are sitting.
People sit in front of.
Because you can't really see it on the first glance, and then the only way that we usually find it is when we're looking for it, and we're like, we look everywhere inside of the building.
And then at some point I start actively looking for other people with maps.
Yes, then we start looking for that, and then eventually we found it, but that's tough. It was there in Germany that were the tougher ones because people could be sitting right in front of it. So I know we try our best to kind of give a general sense of where it is, but sometimes we do fall short. So if you have any questions on where stuff is, let us know. We should be able to kind of direct you in the comment section below where it might be. But always, when in doubt, ask a cast member. They can help you usually.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. If they're
lady in Japan did not know where it was.
Yes, if they're familiar with where it is, they'll help you out. And then.
But then again, we were also doing this first day of the festival.
Yes. So other issue aside from that is the Scavenger Hunt prizes. So lanyard and 2 little pouches to hold a, I guess, annual pass license, whatever you want to put in it. Not really very festive this year. One was Mickey 2021.
It wasn't festive at all.
And the other one was Tinkerbell.
And the lanyards has like the characters as nerds.
nothing related to Christmas and the holidays.
Yeah.
Which is very disappointing. And no, you do not get one lanyard with one of the pouches. That's each
You
one
made that
separate
mistake.
prize. I made that mistake. I was not aware. I thought one lanyard would come with each of the pouches. That is incorrect. You only get a lanyard. And
that's for when we went. This
Yes.
could change.
So we've heard rumors that there are supposed to be festive holiday plates. May or may
We're
not be
hoping
correct.
they eventually get.
Maybe it's just a shipping delay like everything else seems like this year. But Scavenger Hunt maps themselves, $9.99. Prizes were $9.99 for the Mickey one,
$7.99 for Tinkerbell.
and I didn't even bother to read what the lanyard itself was.
I don't want to know.
But
that
yes,
angered me.
that you could. It would have been cheaper to buy the Mickey one separately, and you could have just made the Scavenger Hunt map up yourself.
Yeah, that kind of angered me. So if you live locally, hold on to your
Or if you'll be in
Scavenger
the
Hunt
area
map.
again before the festival of the holidays are up.
Yes, hold on to your Scavenger Hunt
We would
map
not- yeah, we
and
would not
hope that they
recommend-
come back, because I do not recommend
Redeeming.
redeeming it
For the
for
current
those.
price.
It's not worth it.
In the past we've had nice ones. We have they're cheaper ornaments, but ornaments nonetheless.
Well,
They're
like, it's
festive.
something. It's
Something better than
festive.
that's actually festive with the holidays. So a little disappointed
I went
there.
home angry.
Yeah, we were a little upset with the prizes this year, especially there's only 3 of them, so that should be a telltale sign. That
Remember
there's more to
walking
come.
out saying it's not the holidays.
Yeah, I think we've always seen 4 or so we got 4 scavenger hunt maps. Somehow we ended up with 5. They gave us an extra one for free, which normally I wouldn't complain, but we
I
didn't
just
like
like
the
that
prizes.
they didn't count it.
Yeah, we didn't like the prizes, so it was one of those give or take. But aside from that, we had the cookie stroll coming up. That was a success, so we were happy
Yes,
with the
I felt
prizes
like
there.
it was the holidays.
Yes, that is something that is worthwhile to check out so far this year. And then we also have some of the food tastings that we went to on some of our first go around. So
Yes.
4 choices there. We'll probably go back to hit another 4. We'll probably call it that. Usually we've had more misses than hits in the past, so we're trying to cut down the amount of food that we try to
and decide what we really want to try.
That sounds good.
But if
We
there's
haven't had.
anything that you really want us to try,
Let us know in the comment section
let
below.
us know.
And we'll check it out within the coming weeks. We'll be back at EPCOT, I'm sure. Some point.
Unless it's sushi.
Yes,
We will
unless
not
it's
eat sushi.
We do not eat raw food, unfortunately.
No.
So, aside from that, we have that. And then we're going to try to check out the candlelight procession. We'll see if we can get any footage of that.
We're going to do Santas around the world,
Santas
otherwise
around
my
the
brother
world.
will continue to harass me.
Yes, so that's about on our agenda. So any other suggestions, let us know. We're keeping a kind of holding off about food. We heard that the place inside of Wilderness Lodge is opening.
I've been waiting so long for this to open.
Artist Point is opening, so we'll be excited for that. And then
Storybook at Artist Point.
we will also be at the Grotto for December 2nd, which is coming up this week.
You will be. I will.
I will be there to check out the new Nutcracker Tiki. Rumored. Well, it's official. It's on Disney
Oh,
Parks.
it's official? Oh.
Disney Parks. It's Disney-
Okay, then.
On December 2nd. I will be there bright and early for all day. I have nothing better to do with my day, so I will be there. So excited for that. And yeah, we'll see what else the holiday season brings in Disney World. So stay tuned. More to come. And as always, I'm Alex.
I'm Ashley.
And this is Disney's Party of 2.